Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. It is warm. It is warm up here in Virginia. So, I don't know. I have a couple of different things that I want to talk to you guys about. And the interesting thing is that what I plan to talk to you guys about is getting you prepared. I want to get you guys prepared for Primetime Raw and Uncut. And so a lot of people are like, well, you have Primetime with Sinaj, which is displayed on Saturdays at 12 noon. Hey, everybody. Hey, Boss Cash Music. And then you're going to have Primetime Raw and Uncut. So let me tell you a little bit about what Primetime Raw and Uncut is. So Primetime Raw and Uncut is really going to cover the truths. And not your truth. It's going to cover the truths. And the truths that we're going to talk about are those things that a lot of people use public figure status, global influence status, and just, you know, whatever your reputation may be amongst people that don't actually know you as a person. That's what we're going to address on Primetime Raw and Uncut. Because what we're finding is that as we maneuver through this industry, we are finding that there are a lot of individuals who are in the industry and they're of the industry while they're in the industry because they have unresolved traumas. And they're using their respective platforms to try to heal and resolve their trauma. And you cannot lead and be an effective leader if you're using your platform to try and heal from your unresolved trauma. You have to heal first. The other thing that we're going to address is we're going to address the past and letting it go and the importance of letting go. Letting go does not mean you don't embrace anything that you have done historically that may have left an impact. But if you're not doing it now, and if you're not there now, you need to let it go. Because a lot of times, what people don't realize is holding on to what used to be is the reason that you're in a state of depression. So there are so many things that we're going to address with Primetime Raw and Uncut. The other thing, we're going to address identity crisis. A lot of guys and gals out here in this industry are having an identity crisis. And what that simply means is you don't know who you are. You are unable to truly compartmentalize the different things or the different facets of you. One thing I always say is, my name is Lily Mae. I branded my name because I embrace who I am wholeheartedly. And I know that on my respective platforms, Lily Mae is the person that's on the platforms. So I don't need to be another person. The Brown Mermaid is just a descriptor because I am rebellious, ferocious, and independent. And so that's what that means. And then Sinaj is merely my last name spelled backwards. So I say that to say, some of you got to get out of this identity crisis. You aspire for the finer things in life. You're inspired for respect, but you live a life of risk and risky behavior. Now, I'm not saying don't take risks, but don't be risky. Don't live risky for the sake of a name. That's all I'm saying. But you know, when you speak the truth, a lot of people don't want to hear it. And that's okay with me, because the reality is that on Primetime Raw and Uncut, we are really going to get into the nitty gritty. And in getting into the nitty gritty, there are going to be some things we're going to step on toes. We step on our own toes. But the only way D. Marie and I can truly present to you Primetime Raw and Uncut is if we've dealt with the things that we needed to deal with to be successful. And so, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you other than be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. And yourself is not the person that the world thinks you are. Be true to your authentic self. Be true to the person that God created. Be true to the person that your mother and daddy bore into this world. Because the thing about it is, You know, you can only pretend and put on a facade for so long. There's somebody out there who knows you. And I think that's that part. Another thing, the arrogance isn't necessary. Nobody is handling business all on their own. Everybody has somebody. Which brings me to another point. Be careful. Be careful how you treat the people that's in your corner no matter what. Because when the people that's in your corner no matter what pull away, you might find yourself back in the position you were in before they came in. So you need to be grateful. You need to be grateful, and you need to be ye also ready. Because the other part of it is, a lot of you aren't really arrogant. A lot of you have a defense mechanism of arrogance, and that is because you're insecure, and you're insecure simply because you still dealing with that unresolved trauma. So for me, the biggest thing I can tell you is heal from the inside out and stop trying to heal from the outside in. Stop trying to use sex, drugs, and prestige to heal your trauma. That's all I'm saying.